My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to the Cave of the Forlorn here in Elden Ring. There's a little bit more in this dungeon we might yet find. I had previously cut myself off from a couple of paths we were completing and accidentally found the right way to go. So let's go back and find the wrong way to go. Right? So it was jumping up and around and then across that got me to the other area. Did Miquella's lilies not respawn? I definitely rested at the campsite. Actually, maybe I might not be deep enough even for the Miquella's lilies this morning for the first time. Yes, this is where I wanted to be. Right? No, wait, I've never even been here. I mean, it's not going to be a problem. Especially if they roll their way towards me. What are you doing, bud? Just gifting me the golden opportunity, I see. Let me go up to the head and see if I can get a crit. Apparently not. A couple more items in this dungeon, it looks like. A rune arc and some spirit flame arrows. Let's have a look and see if the spirit flame arrows give us any information. Spirit flame arrow, used by the company The Fallen Hawk, once ordered to explore the Eternal City. I mean, it also inflicts frost, so maybe it's not meant to be too related here. Okay. Yeah, so I think the design of this dungeon is specifically just to try and baffle you so you can't make it to the prize. It's a labyrinth. What else are we looking for now? We are looking for nighttime bosses. One in Lanedale outskirts. So that should be around here. East from the Hermit Merchant's shack. So this is one that I attempted to check for at nighttime, but I just apparently did not go far enough to spawn them. So more than happy to rectify that mistake. Let's pass some time until nightfall. I also almost certainly have like 2 levels worth of stuff on me right now. Yep. Almost certainly didn't even need to pop that. So I do want to get my strength to 80. I have been working a lot on vigor recently. I will say, every time I've increased my endurance, felt pretty good. I really like the strength. Don't want to change anything about my flask? No, but I do need to set it to nighttime. Wait, it was already nighttime? Oh, we're just so close to the edge that it looks like it's daytime regardless of what it is. Got it. I have ticked over from the state of not getting it to getting it. Come on then, boss. Ooh, a little bit of a golden root pie for us. I thought I heard some big sounds. Yoo-hoo. Bosses. Nighttime boss. Golden Room 10 there. Still no? Further up? Further up we shall go. I mean, I really should probably stay on the main path-ish. Is it back around the other way? I'm trying to stick to areas that look like they have, like, an open arena. But maybe that's the mistake I made last time as well. In fact, I strongly suspect it is. Up here, very barren corner. Surrounded by the... Yep, absolutely. Of course. Hello, bird. Can't wait for the dead bird to kill all of their accomplices here. So the real challenge of this fight is not the death bird. It is not dying to all of the snails in the arena. Got it. That's why the arena was so filled with them. I'm gonna just very quickly go and solve my problem by putting the enemies I need dead between myself and the bird. There we go. Now it's just you and me, buddy. Ow. I think I might need to play unlocked for the death bird. While it's nice to get a little bit of a helping hand on the final part of a swing when I'm trying to attack the head, it's also making it impossible to stay close as well as see what the enemy's up to. Get him. Death bird down. We get a twin bird kite shield. I do want to know a little bit more about the death birds now that I've gotten the death bird right spear, the death ritual spear rather. The twin bird kite shield. Shield featuring a vividly painted twin bird. The twin bird is said to be the envoy of an outer god and mother of the death birds. At dwindling levels of HP, this shield slightly boosts both attack and defense. Interesting. Still don't know much about the death birds to be able to tie that in general. And another would be Forbidden Lands. I think outside of that, we might now be... Well, I mean, there's the rises, these two rises that I've got appropriate hints for and have a pretty clear direction I want to take. I think I will actually clean those two up also. I'm pretty sure it's still nighttime. It is. Just gonna run entirely past this whole area until... Oh! Until I guess that happens. Yo. Oh, oops. Hey, buddy. Do me a favor and stand next to me for a second? Not like that. Okay, to be fair, I did get a lot of damage out. Can't be half mad about them having a good couple turns afterwards. It's only fair we share the controller. Wait. Looks like at this rate I will be taking down the horse. Good. That'll just give me a free crit. Hang on. Uh-oh. No! Don't let him get the summon off. Oh, that's okay. Thankfully, the new horse was nowhere near as good for him as the old one. 36,000 as well as Ash of War Phantom Slash. What? Just figuring I might get his glaive from that. Ash of War Phantom Slash. Usable on pole arms and twin blades. Great spears accepted, rather. Skill inspired by the fond remembrances of the Knight's Cavalry. Creates an apparition of the Knight's former instructor. Former instructor? The Knight's former instructor. Should I recognize that character, rather? Who guides a joint lunging upward swing. Additional input allows for a follow-up attack. Unfortunately, that's not usable on any weaponry that I wield. We should probably now head our way to the Albinorix Rise, where I apparently had stumbled across one of the solutions in order to get my way in. I need to have some imps defeat some imps. So mimic what the puzzle was showing. However, while I do need imps to fight imps, I don't need necessarily to summon those imps with the Spirit Ashes. I can use something that I found very, very shortly beforehand, but unfortunately was not thinking about at the time. There is a item that will force them to start attacking one another by beguiling and bewitching one. And in doing so, I will have my imp on imp combat. And I will have the last laugh. So, the item I'm looking for is... do I have it on me even? It's entirely possible, I guess, that I don't. Well, can I craft it? Oops. Frozen raisin, don't need those. No. Bewitching branch, there it is. Uses FP to charm pierced enemy. I'll create 2 of those. Go to my equipment, put them on my bar. And give them a go. Oh, I have to get closer. There we go. Charmed him. Okay, now I need to introduce another enemy. So I'm trying to aggro another one on me. Oh, that sounds like the effect is wearing off. I need to make more. I basically need 2 of them near me at the same time for this to work, really. Oh, no, it's still on. It's still on. Protect me. It probably doesn't matter who wins, right? Well, answered that question. Seal on the Rise is open. Beautiful. Albinorix Rise. I'll pop the light on, but I don't much expect there to be a huge amount of scenery in here. Neat puzzle, I just wish I had the Fanged Impashes so that I could have solved it as we encountered it. Although I could have solved it as we encountered it if I just did it in a slightly different way. Graven Mass Talisman. Let's have a look at this. This seems like it'll be an upgrade on the previous Graven School Talisman. Greatly raises the potency of sorceries. I'd like to have that for the Faithful Canvas as well. The figures represent a flock at prayer, their firm belief in the intangible inspiring even the solitary founder of their religion. What is faith if not affirmation? And for the one that's actually the Graven Mages, the Primeval Current is a forbidden tradition of glintstone sorcery. To those who cleave to its teachings, the act of collecting sorcerers to fashion them into seeds of stars is but another path of scientific inquiry. Wait, but I thought that Sellen was a heretical sorceress and was reviled and expelled from Raya Lucaria Academy for her interactions with the Primeval Current. I know that previous masters of the conspectuses of their different realms of the Raya Lucaria Academy also had glimpsed the Primeval Current, and it appears to be part of their downfall as all Lusat. Why is it that Sellen ended up being a seed of stars? Why is the technique of the forbidden tradition of Primeval Current being utilized consistently by Raya Lucaria, the academy that apparently reviles it? Is it one of those situations of, like, yes, Sellen is considered a heretical sorceress, but that was just like the easy thing to point out? As in, it was like a convenient excuse for expelling Sellen? Because we also do know that, again, Azor, Lusat, both of them had deep interactions with the Primeval Current at times. Okay, let's pop your tag off. Oh, so on the roster is this bad boy here, the Heretical Rise. This one I had to straight up be basically told what was up. There is an entrance that isn't particularly near here. We're talking over here. That gets activated when you start this seal and is supposed to show that the snow is not falling where that bridge would be. I was gradually, as we were attempting to solve this, expanding the boundaries of my conception of what the puzzle was, expanding my conception of the puzzle's boundaries, rather. Sorry, let me state that better. But I don't think I ever would have gotten to that point. It just seemed way too far afield. But let's see if I can even spot it. Because I'm curious about this. So, Axamine, and then Falling Snow marks something hidden. Okay. Um, how? Oh, I'm not even looking in the right direction. Still not looking in the right direction. Oh, so it's completely on the backside of the mountain. Got it, got it. Let's go around. So I'm supposed to be able to tell from here that the falling snow is not hitting a invisible bridge that exists. Yeah, no. I like a lot of puzzles in this game. I really like a lot of the puzzles in this game. This one is one of the puzzles that I think gets a pass from some players, because worst comes to worst, there's probably going to be messages floating in the middle of the air out there that are going to kind of inform you, hang on, something's up in this area. Maybe I should give it a little bit another inspection. Maybe I should widen my parameters here. I can't teleport, actually. I need to just run there. Annoyingly. I can't even see the map. Yeah, I guess I'm actually just going to jump. But it's the kind of puzzle that I think gets a pass from online players because of the messaging system, because of the ability for that to provide the extra context and hints that players sometimes need for those. Which is why I am thankful for the comment section here, as well as a couple of commenters in particular. Much appreciated. Pseudo message system. Perfect. And this should hook us back up to it. I wonder if I'll be even able to see it from here. Like, was the plan that I was going to come here and look from that balcony over across and see that the snow was not falling past it? Realistically, I should probably go back to kill those. You're kidding. The snow is actually just straight falling through this, though. What on... the snow is just going straight through. Look, literally right there, look. What is... What? Alright, fine. On the horse. There we go. It's gonna run forward the entire time. Illusory wall to get in? No. Excuse me? Oh god, I don't even know how wide it is. It's not marked anything. Well, that's a death. Oh, yep, you better believe that's a death. I don't get it. I mean, it seems like that balcony is the entrance point. Actually, hang on. Can I do this in a better way? If I burn all of the ground... Dang. It won't do anything. That's death. So what? I can get to here, and then I just have to admit defeat? That's death? What? Okay, that's... No? What do you want? I don't understand. Please, game. I'm trying so hard, but I'm not getting far. What do we do here? What do you do with a problem like this? I mean, like, is there... No, there's not like an invisible ladder or anything. Is there a fork in the path along this invisible bridge that is absolutely not laid out by absolutely anything at all? No falling snow in this area. Oh. That's the width of the bridge there. Width of the bridge along that axis as well. Is it from a different beginning bridge? That wouldn't make any sense. None of this makes any sense. What? Well, this is as far as I know of the solution. Oh, I'm starting to see little flecks of blue marking a little bit of this area. Not really falling snow. What can I do from this angle that I can't do from other angles? It's not like there's anything I can drop down or across to. It goes off. I mean, I can't imagine how this would be a fruitful thing going the other way. So, I get to here. I'm leaving. You're mean, I'm leaving. I'm going home and I'm telling everyone. If I can't do that, I'll just have to settle for going for the objective we were meaning to go for the last 2 episodes before we got sidetracked by all this completionism. I'm currently over in Stanley Parable collecting Stanlerines, learning the true nature of compulsory completionism and how it's always just a good thing, especially unchecked. So glad to be applying those skills retroactively here. I mean, I should probably ride around the rim to the other side, right? Just seems the easiest place to drop down. Literally, there's a side of grace on the other side. I'm going to continue my path here just to this side in case. There's also something here. There is not. Fine. We'll do it. We'll do it. Dun, 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 dun. I've been through snow deserts on a horse with a name. It was Taran. I imagine Melina might speak to me here. if Melina and I were still on speaking terms. Sorry. What do you even call this, Grace? The Forge of the Giants. It is truly a sight to behold. I mean, that'll keep the UI on the border. I want to try and get a front ground, mid ground, background. This isn't going to split up too well, unfortunately. I'm sure it'll play an animation as soon as I make my way down there. If you count the death animation as an animation, you see. Technically. Listen to the sound of the flame. Unfortunately, I hadn't listened to the rhythm of the streets and the sound of the flame yet. Oh yeah, there's the thumbnail. Oh whoa, a contender appears. I stand ready to link the burn the from here? At range? Oh my god, another contender. Oh. For realsies? Where's the "you died" splash screen? Very reminiscent of one of the opening cutscenes of us lying in the bottom of the first steps. I imagine it's possible that Melina would have woken us up there. Mimicking the oh, it's time for Bar Missoula. Oh, baby. I'd almost forgotten this place existed. Well done, you made it here. Perfect. In every way. I'll go for the full completionism of this area in just a bit. Right now, let me get into the grandeur of the scene they're setting up. Another Smithing Stone 8. Ooh, I'll tell you about grandeur. It starts with a story about Smithing Stones 8. Like anything else I can easily collect from here. Golden rune and our entrance proper into the middle of the area. Crumbling Bar Missoula. Man, that is nearby. I would be... Whoa, no, 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 no. I'm going to be held down by this giant crusher. I don't need to be worried about that. Oh, that's why all of these are here and the holes are in the water. Yeah, because we see beasts having been entombed, effectively, within the structure. So this is their burial routine. And effectively, these are headstones and open graves. Well, I don't know if it's a direct comparison towards headstones, but in the same way that the presence of a bunch of headstones in an area that are unused specifically implies that they are going to be used at some point to mark the dead. Same situation there. I'm gonna start with a big old critical. One down. Two down. They give very little in the way of soul runes. Very little in the way of runes. Nice attack pattern. Now dying. I should really be putting the Bloodflame Blade on. Also, let's swap back to the talismans that actually represent me. How about that? God, what are they? I actually kind of want to get the increased item discovery. Critical hits restoring HP actually seems like it also might be a pretty reasonable choice at this point. I don't think I changed any of my equipment. Other than that. Ooh, retroactively it's provided a Sanctuary Stone. So you know it's good. What are Sanctuary Stones? A rare piece of stone fragment found near places where ruins have fallen from the sky. So this is where they are originally from. It feeds and strengthens the light as it shines. Ah. Oh, that heals you twice when it does 2 hits on the back stat? That's cool as hell. I did forget to do the whole blade plan. Oh, Blythe, I'm sad again. Damn it, I forgot. For a moment, I was released from my grief before I pronounced a different name, but it reminded me of him. Is the only way to win to just not ever meet him so that he lives? That was, sorry, Crumbling Beast's Cave? Crumbling Beast Grave. Oh, it's really bolstering what we said slightly earlier. Ah, and then this terrain will do it for us too. As we see the beasts here entombed. I mean, this is way too open of an area for them to not do something with. Aha! I found the something. It's a dragon. It really feels like something should be in there. Oh well. Glad we missed that dragon. No! I tried to do it unlocked! Oh boy. I should probably boost my lightning damage negation if I'm going to be fighting here. Honestly, lightning and fire, if possible. That was a little bit of a problem. Yeah, the secondary strikes of the lightning effects are pretty cruel. Finally got to hit you in the head. I'm not doing much of the damage that I would usually be. Not doing jump talisman stuff. I'm wielding this weapon. I haven't got a buff on it. I'm not wearing a buff on myself. I feel generally pretty confident in my... I say while taking a bunch of hits. Generally pretty confident in fighting dragons in this game. So even if I died in this one, I'm pretty sure I can just make some optimizations, come back and do it. And even if that weren't the case, that would be what I would want to believe to make it the case. See, this is a premium opportunity in my mind to get some damage on the head, but I never get there fast enough. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Basically ran immediately to where he was about to hit. Wow, stayed in the sky and threw your lightning down. So even though they are not a boss, they appear to be some sort of a mini-boss. What with the whole no HP bar. Or no boss HP bar, specifically. Let me change these. Oh, we whack. Nasty boosts. That fire damage negation will be pretty good too. I can wear heavier armor right now. Looking for... Yeah, fingerprint armor is awful in its lightning resistance, so we'll put on Blythe's armor. I think I will actually attempt to try and break their stance very early using the Flask of Wondrous Physic buff here. Other than that, pretty much all of this seems a good idea. Blood Flame Blade. That's what they call me. Good old Blood Flame Blade. Keeping his memory alive by wearing new clothes. Give me a second here. Need to make sure I keep up the poise. Please. I'm doing really well so far. No. Okay, that definitely kept up the poise on that hit, but can I follow it up fast enough? Probably not. the Gusts attack there. Doing some serious work. Gonna take a small vacay. Need some time to buff this, you see. Well, at least I didn't get hit by both of those. Uh-oh. Possibility of just dying to a random hit there. Spiked for a second. No, I was in the air! I was in the air! I can prove it! I had high! Ah, I can avoid all the poison damage from that if I do that final roll. Neat. Oh, big hit straight to the head. We love to see those. Okay, I need to stand just a little bit further away from those attacks. That is to say the fire attack. Are you kidding me? Neither of those counted as hitting. Okay, I need some time for my stamina to come back. Damn it. Let's try to go for the head again. I actually did not want to lock on there. I'm doing a lot of locking on here that is entirely unintentional. It's kind of like almost reflex driven. Oh, big hit to the head again. Didn't do much damage though. They are pretty close to death. If I can stop crouching and locking on randomly. Got him. You get the Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone, as well as just not that much in the way of runes. There's clearly stuff going on behind there. Just trust that I'll get included in it when the time is right. Dragon Wound Grease in case we need it. Side of Grace. I mean, it would be very nearby the other side of Grace, but it's after a kind of large mini-boss. There actually is. Oh my god. Not only is there actually is, but also it is finally time. Let me rest at this to look at the crumbling beast grave depths. Neat. It is finally time. Dun. Hugh, you better not have thought I was dead. Excuse me? Roderigo, have you lost faith?
Take a look around. The round table hold is burned, razed to the ground. Don't worry. I don't blame you. I'll continue spirit tuning just the same as before, which is why I need your help persuading Master Hugh to leave. His roots are so knotted in this place. He won't last much longer if he stays here. His shackles are broken. He's a free man now. It's high time he put the round table behind him.
I love this plan. Let's do it. Hugh! Hugh! Hugh, there's a fire! Hugh!
I knew you'd be back. Lay out your arms. Let's get smithing.
I knew you'd be back. The only time he didn't take me for dead is when, I guess he expects I am burning down the house he lives in. Stone Crusher is now level 25. We officially did it. It's currently got the Prelate's charge on it. I was gonna look into changing that. Lion's Claw, I think, is in Caelid. We'll,
Lay out your arms.
hunt that down at a different time. Why are you still making weapons, Hugh?
Weren't you listening? As I've always said, you came to challenge the demigods and their god. To slay them. And as long as you do, I will always smith your weapons. It is what I wish. To smith a weapon for you to slay a god.
You have already done that.
I see. Oh, is that right? So Master Hugh won't listen to you either. You have my thanks regardless. I'll try and talk him round next time. I know he was given this great entreaty to craft a weapon which could slay a god. Though I can't help but think of it as a curse, a fearsome curse, put on him by Queen Marika. And if that's the case, I'm not sure there's anything we can do.
I mean, that does seem to be the case. We also know there's precedent for Queen Marika having given tasks to folk that have ended up being a extreme curse to them. An example being those folk that became the fire monks after looking over the Forge of the Giant for far too long
Lay out your arm.
and becoming seduced by the flame. What happened to her?
I've upset the girl. She says that now my chains are broken, I'm free. That if I stay here, I will be ruined with the Round Table. What use have I for freedom now? I smith weapons to slay a god. I have lived and will die doing so upon this spot. Is there any other way?
Absolutely. You could smith on a different spot. You don't understand. I can still kill a god if you were smithing in a different area. There's an anvil that I'm pretty sure is going to free up pretty soon.
I see.
Eegee's pretty old.
Okay.
Wonder if anyone cares about all the blasphemy I just did. Yoo-hoo, I've committed original sin. Yes, no, I was very specific. I made sure that no one else had done it before.
You've done it. What use do you have for me now? I am a finger reader. I will remain here until their dialogue ends and the fingers speak again. Do as you please. Take whatever course seems most worthy to you. Now you may. You'd force this. Harder taskmaster have I never met.
I did want to make certain that I still had the ability to do this. Pick these up.
Now,
Cool. Hugh? Do you have anything to say about the burning down in the, local area?
You
Via
burned
us?
the Erd tree, didn't
Yep.
you? Then the Round Table is soon to follow. No need to fret about that. The Round Table hold served to put a tarnish upon the throne of Elden Lord, and if the Erd tree needed to burn for that to happen, then the Round Table must go as well. I'll stay at the Round Table for a time. I must learn all that can be taken from this place and sear it into my memory. How could I call myself the All-Knowing?
I was
if
gonna
did
make
any
that joke.
less? The pursuit of knowledge is without end. For knowledge is never a thing complete. Thus, I maintain the mantle of all-knowing. Perhaps the same could be said of guidance. Who's to say whether we'll remain who we are once the fight is finished? What do you think? As one who aspires to become Elden Lord. There are 4 more. Miquella, his twin.
Alright. And that will start getting us into repeated text, see if any other state has changed. I have no bell bearings to offer. Doesn't look like they're selling new stones or anything like that. I think, in fact, we have reached the end of this episode. I'm going to sit down here at the table of Lost Grace and say that my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Elden Ring. Series playlist is in the top left. YouTube recommendation down below. Stream past names of the people supporting the Republic so generously on therepublic.com. So therepublic.com? I don't have that address. That's not an address. It's patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Hopefully you all been enjoying yourself. See you next time. Thanks, Silly, especially at the end, because